performance. It's gonna be a one-sided ass whooping.
Or watch me fry this fish.
Yep, another Spence versus Crawford video. The big fight is coming up soon. You guys love these videos. And yeah, we got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about it, man, because this is a really, really just intriguing fight, man. This is something to be excited about. And then, you already know your boy Bushido loves talking about it. But it was something that was missed. And salute to According to Boxing for fighting this. Shawn Porter says something that I think is going to be likely one of the main keys of this fight. One of the main keys of this fight. And Shawn Porter had this to say. Check it out.
That was another difference that I saw in my fight with Terence. Terence never got uncomfortable, and Terence never showed me that he that there was anything unsettling within his heart and his mind throughout the fight. And I pride myself on making fighters uncomfortable. Never once did I see Terence uncomfortable. If Terence does not get uncomfortable against Errol Spence Jr., he's going to beat Errol Spence Jr. And we will have to talk about Terence Crawford the same way we talk about Andre Ward, the same way we talk about Floyd Mayweather, and in the same way we've talked about Mr. Manny Pacquiao as well.
Yep, Shawn Porter. And if anybody knows, Porter knows, right? He's been in the ring with everybody. He has the best resume at 147, Shawn Porter. He said that if Errol Spence don't get Crawford uncomfortable, Terence Crawford will beat Errol Spence Jr. I never seen Bud Crawford uncomfortable in a fight. Never. I never seen him uncomfortable. Even in his rocky situations, I never seen him uncomfortable. He always figured it out and got the job done. Right? In the few rocky moments we've seen Bud in, I never seen him comfortable. And Shawn Porter, when he fights guys, you can see the frustration on their faces. They really uncomfortable. Shawn said he never seen that from Terence Crawford. He was nothing about it was unsettling. He was just as stoic and poised as ever. If Errol Spence isn't able to break that, he won't be able to beat him. That's basically what Shawn Porter said. This is a tough fight, man. Like I said, and the more and more I hear these breakdowns from the experts and from the guys who shared the ring with him, the more and more I believe that Terence Crawford is going to get the job done. The more and more it adds more validity to what I believe. And it's no slight towards Spence. I like Spence, man. I really do. But stylistically, I just think this is a bad fight. I think there's a lot of things. I think Terence Crawford has a lot of advantages going into this thing. Errol Spence, while he may have the size advantage, I think that's the only advantage he really has. They're both strong mentally, you know. It could be a great fight. But that's I think that's one of the key things for Errol Spence is to try to get Crawford uncomfortable. And Errol Spence in his recent him hitting the bag, at first glance, I'm looking at it like he don't look too good. He's just not looking great, looking kind of off balance, whatever, right? However, you could also say that, you know, he's probably been training all day. It's probably really hot. It's really hot down there in Texas. He's probably in the Inferno. He's probably got done sparring, or he probably trying to cool down all on the heavy bag, and he just trying to give it his all, letting his hands go. He probably just simply working on just letting his hands go while he dog tired. Because Spence's key to this fight is going to be relentless volume. He's going to have to be willing to take it to. But with that approach, though, and that's another thing a lot of guys ain't really talking about with that volume pressure style. You got to be willing to take one and give one. Spence ain't necessarily been getting a lot of pushback from a lot of guys he's been applying that style towards, other than Shawn Porter. And we saw how that fight played out when there was a lot of pushback. We saw with Kell Brook with the few rounds that he had in him in that fight. And Kell Brook himself even said that, you know, he wasn't at his best. He wasn't at his best. And we saw how that fight played out when Errol Spence had some real pushback. Terence Crawford's going to give a whole lot of pushback, you guys. Whole lot of pushback. But I'm interested in seeing how Errol Spence does it. I'm interested in seeing how Errol Spence approaches this fight. I'm interested in seeing if Errol Spence can make Terence Crawford uncomfortable. And in order to do something like that, you're going to have to be really, really on Terence Crawford like white on rice. But unfortunately, Terence Crawford is a very smart fighter. This is a bad fight for Spence, bro. This is a tough fight for Errol Spence, man. This is a really tough fight for Spence. But you heard what Shawn Porter and these guys had to say. You heard what they had to say. I'm not no Spence hater, bro. I like the big fish. You know what I'm saying? I like the big fish, man. Salute to my boy Shaq Cooper.
If you don't know my name, you're a bum. You're a real bum. You're not a boxer. Errol Spence. I'm taking out everybody. If you're not here, you're a bum.
That's right. Young Errol Spence, man. You know, I don't know, man. I'm interested in seeing if he can really get the job done against Terence Bud Crawford. Ryan Garcia training down there with Derrick James, trying to work on technical skills. Derrick James is a great coach. Look at him. Make sure Ryan keep that right hand up. But, I mean, don't take my word for it. Let guys like Floyd tell it.
Pound for pound, top fighter in boxing right now is Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford, I just truly believe, he doesn't have to be under my company for me to give a guy props. I'm not like that. You know, if he's ever free and he want to go to any company, if he's a free agent, I would love to work with him if he's free. Because I know that what I can do to take him to that next level. Because with Jimmy saying raw talent, hell of a fighter. But there's a lot of hell of a fighters out there. And he's one of the guys he's a motherfucker. And one thing I like about him, I mean, he reminds me of a young Floyd Mayweather. You know, he can fight his ass off. And that's what I like about him.
Be sure to stop in for the Fans Perspective, episode 5, I think it is now. I think we're on episode 5 now. We do it every Sunday now. We did it on Friday before, but we're going to do it on Sundays to let the whole week go by so everybody can get everything together, get all their ammunition together for the big battle on the panel. But, yeah, very interesting. Shawn Porter says that if Crawford doesn't get uncomfortable with Spence, he will beat him.
That was another difference that I saw in my fight with Terence. Terence never got uncomfortable, and Terence never showed me that he that there was anything unsettling within his heart and his mind throughout the fight. And I pride myself on making fighters uncomfortable. Never once did I see Terence uncomfortable. If Terence does not get uncomfortable against Errol Spence Jr., he's going to beat Errol Spence Jr., and we will have to talk about Terence Crawford the same way we talk about Andre Ward, the same way we talk about Floyd Mayweather, in the same way we've talked about Mr. Manny Pacquiao as well.
You heard it from Shawn Porter, right? I mean, are we gonna say Shawn Porter's hating? Are we gonna say Shawn Porter's capping? I mean, look, he said if Terence Crawford doesn't get uncomfortable, he will beat Errol Spence, and we will have to put him in the names with some of the great fighters. And that's just what it is. Really, really interesting fight. Can't wait to see it. Yeah. Be on the lookout for the next one. Be on the lookout for the next one. Like, subscribe, holla at your boy. Peace out.